The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. The kicker, Jake Bates, has this one on the tee. He'll run up and send this one away here at Ford Field. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Henry up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Henry again on second down. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 27. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working. Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running left, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. To throw is Goff. Forced out to his left. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
15 yards. That's good for the Lions.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's loose at the 40 and all the way down to the 33-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now it's Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Now a 2nd and 10. In motion right, one of the tight ends. To throw again is Jackson. Escape. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Looking to throw. Steps away. Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Jackson now. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Williams, a man in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 1-touchdown ball game. 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Oh, some strong running. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Running left, Montgomery. And some room to run now. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 84 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
Play action. It's Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
Complete to Jameson Williams.
They'll run with Montgomery. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Able to avoid him at the 40. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Here's Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Henry running right. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's Jackson to throw. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Back now at Ford Field. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid looking to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Lions will take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 37. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry him along."
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Off play action. Here's Goff. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they have that.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Important extra point up and through. And the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Jackson. Pass complete. It's likely. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Flush to his right. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's second down. Here's Jackson. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Throwing, Jackson out to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
Here comes second down. Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with the penalty marker down as well. And I think he was beyond the line of scrimmage when that ball left his hand. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Jackson. And this is incomplete with the clock showing just 3 seconds left. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation, move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
One last shot for Jackson. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.